What up? What up? What's up, y'all? What's going on? It's me, the host with the most, Mr. PSA, coming your way right now. Crush the Legend, aka Mr. Yoda Wise Crush, aka Mr. PSA, aka, oh man, y'all know the rest. But what's going on? I know ain't nobody woke yet. Southern Tier be coming on in a little bit to give you a pre-AM cleanup, and then we got G5 Gabe coming on in a couple hours for the official AM cleanup. Well, people, official episode called PSA Boxing Talk. Episode 1, part 1, what's going on? It's a lot that's going on in the sport of boxing. We know it's more talk than action that's actually taking place in the sport of boxing. And us as fans, us as content creators and so forth, be kind of getting bored with it. I mean, we love talking, we love the debates, we love going back and forth, we love putting our minds together and trying to piece together of what's going on in the sport of boxing right now. So we know, and I know we tired of waiting for Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. I can't say much about that right now. Yes, I heard there is a date. They saying between the second or third week in November. I'm not going to touch on it just as much because I don't know if it's actually going to take place until it actually takes place. But if we do get this fight finally in November, thank you very much, boxing guys. But until then, I would not touch on Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford right now because there's been a whole lot of, well, we got this date, we got that date. I'm not going to touch on it. I'm not going to do a prediction. I'm not going to do a breakdown. So right now this morning, I'm not going to build on that. But I got a couple other things to talk about. Let's talk about what the hell is going on with 135. What's the situation? What is going on with Devin Haney and George Kambosos? Are they doing this rematch? Is it going to take place in October? We see some things come up in between there. It's talking about doing a tank fight. Then there's Lomachenko. Now it's all of a sudden now we might get, we don't know what's going on, but we need to find out what's actually going on with Devin Haney at 135 pounds, because right now I don't have a clue for what's going on with Mr. Undisputed, but we need to find out what's going on there and how long will Devin Haney remain at 135 pounds, because I have a question right now, people. And the question is this. We know Devin Haney is undisputed champion. Salute Diaz. We know he's the undisputed champion at 135 pounds. My question is this. How long should Devin Haney stay at 135 pounds? Is 135 pounds still a cracking division? Listen to me. I'm not saying that it's falling, people, so I don't want nobody putting any words in my mouth. But is it starting to crack a little bit? And the reason why I'll pose this question, because we don't really know what's going on, because Devin Haney right now has 135 in the palm of his hands. A lot of things can move at 135, but nothing is really going to move until they know what's going on with Mr. Undisputed, the champ. We don't know what's going on. So Devin Haney just came out recently, and I hate when men, put their body parts in boxing talk. I don't like it. So Devin Haney came out and it's quote unquote saying that Lomachenko will want a tune-up fight first. I didn't look far into that. I don't know. But Devin Haney didn't like the fact that Lomachenko is him and Bob Arum is talking a tune-up fight. So Devin Haney came out and said tune his penis. Bruh, that's Stop that shit. You starting to sound like Rolly Romero. And this is a gladiator sport. It's a boxing sport. I don't like when fighters refer to other fighters talking about suck they dick and this, that, and the other. That shit sound too fucking suspect. And ain't nothing man about that. So Dev and everybody else, if you ain't with other men playing with your penis, don't say shit like that. Unless you with that play. But this is boxing. Keep it boxing. But Devin Haney's not feeling the fact that Lomachenko is talking about a tune-up fight. Well, guess what? ADS, guess what? You know what? I'm not even mad at that. I'm not mad at that because everybody is not built that way. Everybody is not built to come off a layoff and then jump into the fire and be able to dance with the heat. Everybody's not like that. Everybody don't possess that. And then a lot of people don't actually want to go through that. They probably can do it. You understand what I'm saying? But they might not be as confident in just jumping back into the fire. So with Lomachenko being off, Lomachenko might need a fucking tune-up. So I don't have a problem with that, with Lomachenko having a tune-up. But if Devin Haney has a problem with that and he wants to fight now, then I guess they might have to go back to the Kambosos situation, and we already know the rematch is not necessary because of the lack of resistance that George Kambosos has showed in the fight, because he had lack of resistance because he got beat by one hand, he got beat by a jab. He cannot be considered a top tier fighter or an A and a B fighter getting beat by one hand. No top tier fighter or A or B level fighter is getting beat by one fucking hand. All right. So yeah, he's irrelevant. You understand what I'm saying, DS? So he's irrelevant right now. So we know Pamper Bob is trying to bring some money into his pocket, and we know that Dev is doing some sort of dealing with Bob when it comes to putting some opponents together against him. We know Bob is trying to cash out a cash in. So Bob ain't gonna really try to do nothing unless something there is solid for Lomachenko. But at the same time, now I'm wondering why they changed the energy on Lomachenko, because just not too long ago they was talking about Lomachenko coming back and getting in the mix. And this is the reason why we at this checkpoint, because we thought that Kambosos was going to move aside and then it was going to be Dev and Lomachenko. But as of right now, sad news for anybody that wanted to see that fight is not going to take place. So what's next for Lomachenko? I don't know. He might get Shakur Stevenson. We don't know. But for Devin Haney right now, he needs to decide what he's going to do, because does Devin Haney need to stay at 135? Now, I would love to see Devin Haney defend all the belts at 135, because this is something that's not being done in today's undisputed champions. They don't defend like they did before, and years ago, the undisputed champions used to defend their titles, but it's not going down like that right now. And that's cool too, because you might want to just grab the belts and you want to drop them, hot tomato. You grab it, it's too hot to hold in your hand, so you drop it. And then with these fees, these guys, I understand they make they're making good money, but who still want to pay out extra fucking money? I don't care how much money you make, but who wants to put out paying extra fees for some belts? So how long should Devin Haney stay at 135 pounds? Because if we keep using the boogeyman theory, and that's what a lot of people are going on. I heard discussions earlier about Devin Haney still being the boogeyman at 135 pounds. Now, here's my thing, and here's my question. Now, ADS, since you're here right now, you can bust this with me, bro. Now, with that being said, now we know we have clout chasers out there, right? We have clout chasers out there, but we don't necessarily know a guy is actually clout chasing until his blood card is put on display. So they saying that some people still feel as though that Devin Haney is the boogeyman at 135 pounds because a lot of the guys that he asked to fight him didn't want to fight him. Now, that is true. Guys have asked to fight Devin Haney, and he was going around looking for opponents. Yes, he was, and he was calling out some good names, and guys didn't want to fight him. But now, on the other side, we do have people calling out Devin Haney's name. But we will consider these guys as clout chasers, and the reason why we consider them as clout chasers right now is because, quote unquote, because they haven't did enough in the sport. That's being used a whole lot. That term is being used too much. It's being used too loosely. They haven't done much. They haven't done much. Who is he? Is he ranked? Why should I fight him? This, that, and other. Blah, blah. Well, if people are calling someone out, but they're not getting the respect for calling a certain big name out because they not known or they haven't did anything good enough yet, well, you can't ignore that. You can't say that someone is not being called out or nobody wants to fight him, but with someone of a low notoriety, not a big name, not too many fucking fights. Who the fuck is he? Who did he beat? When they do that, then that's just considered clout chasing. But some of these guys may not be clout chasing. We have to find out if they really are clout chasing. But what I am saying is, and I like Devin Haney a whole lot. Trust me, I like the young man a whole lot. But one thing that I'm not going to do, I'm not going to ignore the fact that someone did call him out. No matter if they got a big name or not, no matter if they ranked or not, someone called out the boogeyman. So he necessarily can't be the boogeyman if somebody call him out. And you sure can't be selective on who called Dev out or who calls anybody out or not. You can't be selective because a call out is a call out. So you can't say that, hey, man, nobody don't want to fight this dude. Okay, now that man has called out guys and guys didn't answer. Now, that is a fucking duck. That is actions of someone is motherfucking goddamn avoiding the boogeyman. But then again, on the other side, someone else says, hey, over here, over here. Look down here, look below, like look in the crack. Hey, can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Hey, Dev. Somebody's calling him out, but whoa, wait a minute. That's not a call out. Who the hell is that? My ears don't work. My ear canal don't go down that fucking far. I can't hear the voices that's coming out of the crack. What are you talking about? I don't hear nobody calling out Devin Haney. Where's the flashlights out? Get the frogmen. Get everybody. Call the Marines. We need to motherfucking stop. We don't need to find Waldo. We need to find out, isn't anybody calling out the boogeyman? We need to find out. Is it anybody? Well, there is a couple guys that did say the name. But soon when these guys come out, who the fuck are they? This is not an official call out. Why Dev should fight them? Who the fuck did they fight? It's too early in their career. They only got 6 fights. They only got 4 fights. They only got 8 fights. He ain't got no more name on his fucking resume. Why should he fight him? Why you gotta prove himself to him? Why? Why? Because somebody did call him out. Somebody did call him out. Somebody called for the boogeyman. So we got Ghostbusters out there. And we got Ghostbusters that want some smoke with guys who are being voted by other guys. So we got a Ghostbuster out there, and we got to find out, is that ghost a bust or not? So Frank Martin called out Devin Haney, but nobody's talking about Frank Martin, the ghost, calling out Devin Haney. Everybody's still running around talking about nobody wants to fight Dev. But Frank Martin called Devin Haney out. Or who the fuck is Frank Martin? Who Frank Martin? Hey, they even asked Devin Haney about Frank Martin. This is what Devin Haney said. The interview asked him about Frank Martin. Who? Who's that? Aaron Spence fighter. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I heard of him, but is he even ranked? Is he even ranked? Is he even ranked? Is he even ranked? I understand. I was once in that position too. So I would be doing the same thing. Is he even ranked? So why should I fight a guy if he's not even ranked? Get off that fucking bullshit. But it's cool for the undisputed champion. It's cool for the lineal undisputed lightweight champion to say that shit and get away with it. How? It's cool. And then I guess that makes it fair for Frank Martin call out Devin Haney to be sound. Or it's just a clout chase. Or he's clout chasing. What are we talking about? Come on, we gotta keep the same energy. Because I don't want to hear nothing about no damn boogeyman when I heard somebody call his name out. And they gonna say, oh man, get the fuck out of here. He's a clout chaser. Well, prove. Let's start proving that these guys are clout chasers when they do call these guys' name out. Now we do know some of these guys are clout chasers. We know that. But everybody that's calling out a name, we don't know if they're clout chasers. Now we got to put their ass on bluff mode. So what I'm saying is, no matter if they got 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, 6 fights or whatever like that, a call out is a fucking call out. You cannot be selective about a fucking call out. Oh, well, if this fighter called Dev out or called so-and-so out, this is considered a legitimate, a real call out. Well, if this guy of this stature who only got 5 fucking fights, he ain't got no notable opponents on his fight. Oh, this is not a fucking call out. This is a clout chase. Come on, man, stop that nonsense. And Devin Haney don't get no special privileges. Nobody, no champion in any weight class in the sport of boxing today gets special treatment. Not for me. Everybody's going to get that same freaking energy. So we need to calm down on that boogeyman shit, because there's guys that want to fight him. Keyshawn Davis says that. Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn. No, what about Mr. Businessman? Mr. Businessman ain't ready for Devin Haney. He not ready for Devin Haney. You crazy. Oh, they need to do more. And guess what? I was one of them same assholes saying that same shit until I had to sit down in a quiet room to myself and say, God damn, Yoda, you not being Yoda-wise right now. Top of the morning, Miss Do, what's going on, sis? You know what I mean? Hey, Yoda, you not being Yoda-wise right now. You sounding just like these fucking casuals, and you don't know what the fuck you talking about. Why are you falling into that trap? Don't fall into that trap. Get out of the sinking hole. Bring yourself back. Gravitate back to the top of fucking, to the lid of reality of the fucking cup, goddamn. Get out of there with that bullshit. Come on, man. We got to stop being selective. Because it's not a certain fighter of your taste that if he called out a fucking name, it's a fucking goddamn clout chase or whatever like that. So no, I don't think Devin Haney is a boogeyman. I don't. He's no longer the boogeyman. At one time he was the boogeyman. But people are mentioning his goddamn name until somebody prove that these call outs are even just bluffs. I don't want to hear that shit about no boogeyman shit. I don't want to hear that shit. Not going to ignore that shit. Frank Martin did call for him. And Devin Haney said, why should I fight him? Is he even ranked? Come on, man. Get that man a fucking shot. If Dev that fucking goddamn good and Frank Martin is that fucking green, put the fucking fight together. Dev whacks motherfucking goddamn Frank Martin. And then we'll find out that my man Errol Spence is promoting a fucking green goblin. All right? That's what we'll find out. But come on with that nonsense. I think some of these guys do deserve a chance. I think we need to pipe down on, he haven't done enough. Because when you really think about it, right? When you really think about it, come on, you gotta really look at the weight classes. We gotta stop going off the top of our heads with that. Because when you really think about it, the weight class might not be as deep as you think it is. But we think it's deep because we see a crowd at the top. But then when you get past the crowd that's at the top, it's not nothing left behind there. You see what I'm saying? So we got to stop that. And I feel as though that if anybody calls out a champ, call a fucking bluff. I'm tired of hearing this nonsense. I don't even want to get into Ryan Garcia. Fuck him. I don't even want to get into that dude right now. But he's a prime fucking example. So I guess I will get on his ass too. You see what I'm saying? Now that's a clout chaser. That's a clout chaser. This guy proves himself as a clout chaser because every time you turn around, he got another set of balls in his mouth. I'm pretty sure Ryan Garcia's taste buds is haywire because every time you turn around, he got a different sack of balls in his mouth. This is about the biggest fraud, biggest false advertisement, biggest bluff smoke maker, biggest clout chaser in the sport of goddamn boxing. But I don't think of Frank Martin or Keyshawn Davis and a few other guys is the same as Ryan Garcia. This guy, he ain't fighting no fucking body. And people still want to talk about this guy as a product. He's not a product. It's not a product. And this guy's not going to fight nobody. Versus Manny Pacquiao. Then I'm fighting this person. Then I don't know how he magically got away from Amando. That should stop in the sport of boxing. They need to do something about that too. How the hell people are able to get away from Mandos? Come on, man. But this is the stuff that Ryan was doing, and this, that, other. Then I'm gonna fight this person. Oh, tell Tank, come on. I want Tank, but I can't make 140. I can't make 135 no more. So Tank, let's do it at 140. Get the fuck up on out of here. We know Ryan Garcia is the poster boy of clout chasing and bluff smoke blowing. But we're not going to put the other guys there. We're not going to put the other guys there until they're proven wrong. But now this guy, he didn't went from the Three Amigos to this, that, and other, blah, blah, blah. Now he's calling out Teofimo Lopez when this pussy-ass motherfucker, candy cane-ass, bitch-ass motherfucker, no Teofimo Lopez, got a motherfucker opponent already set for his debut at 140. So once again, I'm tired of this Ryan Garcia dude. He's about the only one that's really clout chasing right now. And everybody else is not clout chasing. But, hey, let's throw these guys in the mix. If these guys with just a few fights feel as though they want that smoke, put them in there. Fuck it, because I'm tired of it. Because what's left at 135 for Devin Haney to do? What's left besides fighting Tank Davis for undisputed or Shakur Stevenson if he steps up in 135? What's left for Devin Haney at 135? Because I know most of y'all, they even want to see him fight Tank or they want to see him fight Shakur Stevenson. Well, we don't know when Shakur's coming up to fucking 35. And we don't even know what's going on with Tank Davis because Tank Davis might be revisiting a fucking rematch with Isaac Cruz. And then if Tank Davis do a rematch with Isaac Cruz, I'm going to light Tank Davis ass the fuck up. I already sent him a goddamn tweet. I already sent it to him. So he better not be getting back in no fucking ring with Isaac Cruz. Isaac Cruz needs to be fighting somebody the fuck else. Tank Davis needs to be moving forward. We don't know we're going to get, well, we're not getting a Tank and Dev fight. We're not going to get that. And I don't want nobody to be going out there talking about, oh, Tank is scared of Dev. He ain't scared of Dev. Dev ain't scared of fuck him. Y'all know what's going on with that. So calm the fuck down. Y'all already know that certain fights is not going to happen because certain people are not going to allow that to happen. And they got their own reasons and motives behind that. You can't control that. But let's get some action going on when shit is popping. But my question is, what is left for Devin Haney at 135 if it's not a Tank Davis or Shakur Stevenson? Wait, help me out. DS, drop it in the chat. Lady Do, drop it in the chat. What's left for Devin Haney after this, whatever was going on with this rematch shit? Is it a rematch or no rematch? Is Cambo on or is Cambo off? It don't fucking matter to me, but is Cambo on or is Cambo off? Because we already know now he not getting lower. So what's next for Devin Haney? And we know he ain't getting Tank Davis. So what's next for Devin Haney at 135 pounds? So if I'm already saying that it's a most likely probability that he's not fighting Shakur or he's not fighting Tank, then what's left for Devin Haney at 135 pounds? Well, I'm going to tell y'all, Bruce Gas, what's up, OG? I'm glad you came through, man. So what's left? I'm going to tell you what's left for Devin Haney at 135 pounds if it ain't Shakur Stevenson or Devin Haney. The motherfuckers y'all say that's clout chasing this man is what's left for Devin Haney at 135 pounds, and then that gotta be proven. He has to prove that these guys are clout chasing. So besides that, we gotta look at what's left at 135. Let's go down the list. What's left? Who's the top 10 guys at 135? Okay, so you got Rolly, you got you got El Rayo Venezuela, you got Frank Martin, you got Keyshawn Davis. Who else we got at 135? Cambo is still there, but there's no need for Cambo. Out of the top 10, what's left? I thought so too, but I'm going by what they've been saying because you know they was trying to do something to not even revisit the Cambo rematch because if they could have got Loma, they would have did that because that was the actual plan, DS. They was trying to say, you know, fuck the rematch because the rematch is not worthy. There's no need for that rematch. First of all, why you think the numbers never came out about the attendance? Because it sucked. And that has nothing to do with Devin Haney because George Kambosos wanted that shit to himself over there. Oh, they gave Kambosos everything that he wanted. Kambosos was supposed to sell that shit out. So all that was on Kambosos. And we already know they didn't release the fucking numbers. They kept it on motherfucking hush under hush. So we already know that the rematch is not worthy in any sort of way. Not fight-wise and not monetary-wise. They're going to lose money on a fucking goddamn rematch. And then is they still doing it over there? Like, I don't really know. And I didn't even bother to look into what's going on with the rematch, the location and all that. I don't give a fuck because it really don't make sense. So my question is, what is left for Devin Haney to do after this fucking bullshit? He ain't getting Loma because Shakur might wind up getting Loma. Huh? Shakur might wind up getting Loma. Maybe that's what Pamper Bob is trying to do. Maybe that's what he's trying to put together. Because he got options to flip that shit. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, Pamper Bob want to make sure that that shit is in the best of his interest. All right? So what's left? No Tank Davis. Let's move that to the side, people. Okay, so no Lomachenko right now. No Tank Davis right now. All right? So what's left? Shakur's not at 35 right now. So we move those out the way. They the three biggest fucking names we want to see Devin Haney in the ring with at 135. It's those three names. So right now, those three names are not quite an instant option right now. All right? So you got the rest of these guys. And well, Ryan went up to 140. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But what's left? The newer guys. Because there ain't that many guys left at 135 pounds that has more than 15 fights. It's not that many left. It's not that many left. So I don't want to hear this nonsense. So if Dev stays at 135 and defend all his titles, then guess what? He's going to have to face a Frank Martin. He's going to wind up facing an El Rayo. He's going to have to face a Keyshawn Davis and so forth. I think Cheese is there and all that. So these newer guys, and already, think about it. Already, Dev is an old head at 135. Not because of the age, but right now, Dev is an old head. He's an OG. He's senior class at 135. Tank. You see what I'm saying? With T.O., but he's going now. Now, I mean, crying, lying ass Ryan, but he's going now. You see what I'm saying? So it's not really too much in between left. So we're going to have to go ahead and tighten that gap. So what we talking about here? What we talking about? So my whole thing is, people, let's look at it this way. That's what's left for Devin Haney outside of the big names at 135. You got the next up and coming, and like I just said, the class ain't too far apart. The class 135 is not as deep with quality fighters outside top. I'm gonna say 15 because 15 is the number. I'm gonna say 15, but really probably 12 at 135. And you know, the extra 3 is just honorable mentions, but it's not really that much left. So we can get something popping at 135. Dev say he's the man. It's a few things down there that he can stay and defend his titles against. Let's see how bad the bad man of 135 really is. Y'all follow me? So there's some room, but it depends on what he does after that. Now you got, I'm saying, it's a handful of guys. It's a Fab 5 at 135 outside of Tank and the other big names at 135. You got a Fab 5 that he's most likely going to have to wind up fighting if he stays at 35. It's a Fab 5 right there. So he can sit at 35 and show everybody this is how you do Undisputed. I'm defending my shits and I'm coming out on top. We say best, fighting the best, like the Gravedigger, that's his name. So we want to see Dev fight the best because Dev energy has been that he's been trying to fight the best. But my whole thing now, don't go Hollywood. Don't go Hollywood on us, bro. Don't go Hollywood on us. Because we know when they get there, man, when they get there, they getting the pedicure, manicure treatment all day long. This, that, and the other. The money is bigger. The woman, I mean, they always been fine, but they just fine. It's like when you win, it just makes everything better. Not that it actually is, I mean, that it changes, but when you win it, it just makes everything that you touch even better. But with that being said, when you get there, a lot of us, they start to become content. Their stomachs are full. You see what I'm saying? So now they ain't got that hunger. And you know, you get that itis when the stomach is full. When your stomach is so happily full, you know, it's happiness. You like, you just bust that good ass meal. You just smoke that good ass tree. You had a nice ass drink, right? And then you like, I don't need nothing else. I'm just gonna kick my feet up, and you're comfortable, and you get in that favorite position of yours. You get in that comfortable position, and you're like, I think I ain't gonna do nothing. I ain't gonna do a damn thing. I'm chilling. So that's when they become Hollywood. Oh, well, who is this guy? Who is he? Is he even ranked? Oh, excuse me. Pardon my manners. You know, you gotta forgive me as I'm getting fed grapes. My memory, you know, don't serve me well at times. Oh, you know, I've been there before, of course. I understand. Pass the pampoua. Pass me the wine. I understand. I've been there before. Yeah, I've been there before. I feel where you coming from because I've been there before. But guess what? You ain't gonna get your opportunity with me. You know why? Because my stomach is full. I don't need nothing else to eat. I don't need nothing else to drink. This is what they do when they get in that position, when they get on their throne, some of them. They don't eat no more because they full. So they just riding off into whatever fully digests in the system. And for somehow, they know how to control how fast or how slow that shit digests. Because that's the reason why you don't wind up getting some goddamn fights that you want to get, because they become so content and so Hollywood. I don't need to do that. Why would I do that? Why should I entertain that? You know who I am. I'm a prestige. That's what they do. Dev, don't do it. Dev, don't fucking do it. And I already see Dev doing it. He already doing it. He already started the shit. When he said, who is Frank Martin? Is he even ranked? He already started. So he's getting Hollywood. He done got all them fucking belts, and the pussy that he's getting is even better than what it was. I mean, all type of shit. The wine tastes better. The quality of the clothes is better. Like, yeah. Motherfuckers get too comfortable. Get content. They ain't got that hunger no more. But see, that's the thing. You still gotta have that hunger. You just can't be up the top and then the level of your hunger change. I don't give a fuck. You at the top, baby. You got to stay with that hunger. You got to keep that there. You got to act like you starving, even though you got everything that you need and everything that you want. But you still have to conduct yourself like you're starving. Because if you don't, that's when somebody gonna come up and snatch your plate. So what is Dev gonna do? That's my question. What's next for the lineal, undisputed lightweight champion? What are you gonna do? Is his Cambo a no-show? And then what is gonna be at the Cambosos? They doing a third fight or what? But let's just say, for a moment, let's stop saying that guys don't want no smoke, but then guys, when they call for it, oh, he don't really mean that. Nah. Have that same energy for everybody. Have that same energy for everybody. And Dev, since you've been here before and you know how the fuck it is to give somebody a fucking shot because somebody gave you a shot. But you gonna sit there and act like you don't know who fucking Frank Martin is. Come on, man. No boogeyman is supposed to act like that. That's not a boogeyman mentality. All right? That's not the boogeyman mentality, y'all. Come on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. So we already know Ryan Garcia ain't doing a motherfucking thing. So fuck him. All right? The Bronze Bomber will be returning soon. I'm waiting for an opponent. What's going on with that? Like I said at the beginning of this live, I'm not fucking with the arrow spits and blunt talking to that shit is actually officially motherfucking released. I don't care about what they saying about November until it actually went down. Didn't they say that about fucking goddamn October? So let's move on from that. But I tell you one thing was going on in the sport of boxing, man. We got the women's card coming up next month. We got that awesome women's card that's coming up next month. We got the undisputed unification match between Clarissa Shields and motherfucking goddamn, what's that bitch name? Savannah Marshall. Then we got the co-main event with Michaela Meyer and that sexy ass motherfucker Bumgardner. And then they just actually released the rest of the roster for the women's card, and it's action packed. That women's card is going to be action packed. This is a boxing event that I am looking forward to. It's about the biggest boxing event that I am eager to see and find out what's gonna go on in the sport of boxing and women's boxing. That's the biggest thing for me, and I think that date is September the 10th. So we got the women doing a whole lot of what the men ain't doing. Now I mean, so I think the women should put and exchange their ovaries for nuts, because the dudes is acting like they got ovaries and the women are acting like they got fucking nuts because they got heart. They ain't sitting out there clout chasing. They get out there, they call somebody fucking ass. They ain't getting out there talking about, what this person hasn't done anything, that person hasn't done anything. They're not doing none of that shit. They ain't doing none of that. They getting it cracking. And that's something that needs to go down to men's boxing, people. But I'm just sick of all this nonsense, man. All this people getting special treatment and this, that, and the other, blah, blah. Blah, blah. And then we got 140, which I'm waiting to see what's going to happen. We got 2 belts that are occupied. We got 2 belts that are not occupied. So I want to know what's going to happen at 140. So Tio got a fight coming up at 140, fighting Pedro Campa. That's going to be a good fight. I think Tio wish is going to be granted, because y'all got to remember when Tio first talked about going to 140, remember he was saying he was going to leap there and get a shot at Undisputed. This is before the shit happened with Josh Taylor when he getting stripped and dropping the belt and everything. So the plan was for Tio to go up to 140 and actually one at the maybe 2 fights, his 3rd fight, he get a shot at a belt. But see, this is a good thing right now, because we got 2 belts available. So Tio want to get up there and show us what he really made of. Is he there? Is he mentally broken? How bad is he? Did he gain everything back? Mind you, he's stepping up to another weight class, and 140 is is tougher than 135. So with Tio going up there, and you got these animals up there at 140, we gonna see how good he really is. He was popping shit. He said a takeover. Well, we know the takeover became a makeover at 135. So let's see if he can start the takeover at 140 and see how well he would do. I don't know how well he would do, because I don't know where Teofimo Lopez stands, mentally right now. So we got to find out what's going on with that. So he got a nice opponent that he's facing, 50-50 fight. Both of them can win this fight. Both of them can lose this fight. What the fuck? Oh, yeah, I just seen some news, but yeah. So we gotta see where Tio is at. 140. I think we'll have that. They'll have that jumping around and probably try to find another undisputed champ. Probably maybe around summer next year. I don't think they're gonna rush it like that to try to get undisputed to get at 140. Maybe I might be wrong. I say between now and between now and maybe spring, they might try to do that again. But yeah, so Tio in a good position. So he'll get this Campa. He beats Campa. He'll get a shot at one of the vacant belts. And also, hey, if we got Regis right there, so 140 is popping. And that's why I want to go back to Devin Haney for 1 second, because I know he was entertaining 140. That's a hell of a test there. You see what I'm saying? That's a hell of a fucking test right there at 140 for Devin Haney. Can he go up there and become undisputed at 140 pounds? He already did it at 135. Can he do it again at 140? This would be considered greatness, beyond greatness. And this is something that a lot of them they say they're striving for in their boxing careers. So let's see if that's the case. But either way, Devin Haney is in a good position if he stays and defend at 35 or if he go up to 140. But hey, if you could do it once, I like to see if you could do it again. So he did it at 135 once. Most likely, he probably won't stay there long to defend. So he'd probably go to 140, and then if he could do it again at 140 pounds, man, it would be awesome. So we got a new chapter starting over at 140. So if Dev go up there, T already going up there, I'm not gonna motherfucker goddamn talk about Ryan Garcia at 140 fucking pounds for what? He won't beat shit at 140 pounds, and he clout chasing. So that will be good. Cause you got Jose Ramirez about to fight Zepeda for one of the belts because Zepeda was supposed to fight Ramirez, but Ramirez is getting married. So yeah, it's a lot. So should Devin Haney, should Dev stay at 130 and see how long he can reign as undisputed champion there, or should he go up to 140 and try to do something that some fighters are stalling to do? I'ma just say that. I threw a little funny in there. I know y'all caught it, but should he do it? I don't know, but I would love to see what's going to happen. Also, what's up with this 168 shit? What's going on up there with David Benavidez? I remember David Morrell came out and said he will fight David Benavidez. I haven't heard any of the content creators bring anything up about that lately. But what happened? I mean, David Morrell's name was in the mix, and now we haven't heard his name. We don't know who he's fighting next or whatever. But we need to find out what's going on up there. But man, I ain't gonna hold up long because I know T's about to come on in the field, and I don't want to run too close to the official AM cleanup. But let's I don't know, but let's see if people are really clout chasing or not. Let's see if someone is really a boogeyman. But we almost at the end of 2022. This been an awesome year, historical year of boxing. I've been saying it since the beginning of the year. Lot of great matches. We got an undisputed match coming up again next month with the women, and we got some unification bouts. How can we close the year out? What would be the best way to close the year out? I know. Yoda, Crush, man, you know what would be the best way to close the year out. But I'm not sold on it just yet. So I don't know if it's going to happen like that. But what's left? What's left to see in the remaining year of 2022? We're in August. We're about to go into September, and then this shit is going to leapfrog always. It's going to go from September to December in just a matter of time so fast. So with these last few months left in the year, what can we see? What great matches and good matches can we see for the remainder of the year besides the one that's already been talked about and that's actually going to take place? I don't know. But that remains to be seen. What else is going on? I feel as though that I think a lot of guys should just go and move up and weight because a lot of these guys they stand down in these smaller weight classes for whatever when they should be moving along. But I'm not gonna hold you guys up too much longer. I really appreciate y'all patience. I appreciate you guys coming through and kicking it with me. I gotta run another 10 minutes. I'm gonna hit 60 on the mark. So I ain't gonna go just yet. But I'm gonna try to kick in another 10 minutes for you guys. But we gotta see what's going on. Damn, how can I forget? Oh, speaking of Shakur Stevenson, Also coming up, I forgot September. I'm so stuck on the women's card in September, which is going to be an awesome card. I forgot to bring up the Top Rank card that's taking place in September over New Jersey at the Prudential Center. The Shakur Stevenson card, which he would be the main event in his fight against I keep fucking the guy Concesio. And then we have that Top Rank card, which is filled with a lot of top rank fighters, a lot of the new batch. So we got a hell of a fucking card. We got my man, one of my favorite fighters, my favorite up and coming guy. We got Shushu Carrington that's on that card. We got Tucker. We got Keyshawn Davis. So we got a nice little Top Rank got a nice little card taking place on the Shakur Stevenson and Concesio card. So that's going to be a nice card. A few of these guys that's on this card has been talking about they want better fights already. So that's like Keyshawn Davis and Jad. Oh my God! You know what I mean? So that's a nice ass card. So I suggest if you don't go to the Shakur Stevenson fight, make sure y'all do check that fight card out, because that card is the display of the up and coming guys in these weight classes that we talking about, between what these guys range from 140 down to 130. So it's going to be an awesome card. Top Rank has a lot of new good fighters, like they always do. They always have some of the best new batches coming in the sport of boxing. And these young guns at Top Rank, these guys look like they're gonna have promising careers. It look like that they can all become champion, unified, or maybe undisputed. So that's why these guys need to get in the ring and get out there and face guys on the same level. And then if it's guys that's on the same level that don't want to face those guys, then call for something goddamn bigger. And then, keep calling. But we can't keep on labeling guys clout chasers if you don't prove that they bluff. And that's just how I feel. I think a lot of these guys really feel as though that they good enough to beat these bigger names. And then if the bigger names are having problems with other bigger names because it's bigger names that's afraid to face them, then damn it, you got to put these younger guys in there. Fuck that. Fuck all that bullshit. Fuck all that bullshit. If the big names is scared to get in there with the other big name, then give these other guys a fucking shot. Because nobody wants to keep on waiting all these fucking years. We waited years for Manny and Floyd. We waited too long for fucking goddamn Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. We waited too long for that. The fight should have been fucking happening. Alright? So we waiting too long for shit. Get shit popping. Time waits for no man. This world can end. This whole world can just end at any given time. And y'all keep on acting like we got fucking time to spare. We ain't got time to spare. There ain't much time left. Time is not on anybody's goddamn side. The clock is kicking. And it's ticking. And it's talking. And it's clicking. And it's going to explode once time is up. So we ain't got no more time to be waiting. Get it on now or don't get it on at all. This is what I'm saying. Get it on now or don't get it on at all. This is what I'm talking about. Let's see if somebody's really bullshit. Call them out. Put them on the hot spot. Put them on the grill. Let's see who's real. This is how I'm going out on this one, y'all. Let's see. I'm tired of it. Hey, yo, I'm glad y'all tuned in, man. This is your boy, Crush the Legend, a.k.a. Yoda Crush. Thanks for tuning in to this PSA episode 1. What's going to happen in the near future? Make sure y'all check out the website, t-w-t.com. Check out the website. Come and join the fam. A lot of great things going on with the fam. A lot of great content. Man, this is about boxing. We love boxing. We're boxing fans. We're boxing supporters. We're supporters of the sport, the art of the sport, and of the fighters. Let's keep on doing what we're doing out there. To the TWT team and all the great content creators out there, keep doing y'all just do like brother just do. And we gonna keep on doing what we do. And we gonna give y'all our just do. Listen, I'm out of here. I'll see y'all on the next one. Sure, when you zone in right, or don't zone in at all. And I'm out of here. Peace.